So, we've arrived at video 2552. So, a little bit about symbolism that can be attached to that. You know, there is no angel number, no whatever, but, okay. So, the reflective message of a new age of priestcraft and statecraft. You know, just because people are making up religions doesn't mean they can't be thoughtful. A free will offering or sacrifice. That's coming soon enough for the most common of animal sacrifices, which is not about the blood or the flesh, but, and it's for the poor, it's not for, but the people who take part in it can physically take part in their own feast. The purifying factor of a religious or political figure is seen in their potential to be in accord with the feminine and other natural cycles. The tools of politics are the shamanistic natures. By existing in, whatever you're going to exist in. So, as good of a place to start as any would be in the Bible verses here, that in the Aramea, total 2,552. So Genesis 6:11. Ooh, are we talking about giants? That'd be kind of cool if it was, but you can look at the context. You can look at the other symbolism related to the words and the verses. And 6:11. Oh, 6, 6, and word 6 is that, but I already done that list, and we're not. The earth also was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. Oh, that's kind of what's going on nowadays, isn't it? Proverbs, Isaiah, Lamentations. Okay, I don't remember which order. Is it Job before Psalms? Job. Some people say Job, but I think it's pronounced Job, Ayub, more properly. They die in youth, and their life is among the unclean. Ooh, 36:14's a bit dark, isn't it? And Psalms is before Proverbs. 102:13. Thou shalt arise and have mercy upon Zion, for the time to favor her, yea, the set time is come. And hewn in the tonic section and in the Nevi'im section, it's not some blood and soil thing. Some people be very disappointed that blood and soil Zionism has nothing to do with it, but it's in setting a good example. It's, here is the mark of this. So you have mentions like in Isaiah of regret and repent, and you'll be my people. So let's look to that as a more, that's more of the biblical Zionism. Yes, there's one verse out of the 200, but 28:20. Let me not. Oh, 28:21, 28:20. A faithful man shall abound with blessings, but he that maketh haste to be rich shall not be innocent. Now, I, of course, am not one to criticize wealth or poverty for themselves. But you look at How did people become rich or poor? Then you can make a moral judgment based on their behaviors. And some people, the same behavior without the different, without the same physical results. So again, your beliefs and your behaviors, what matters. 2:3, and I will cut off the judge from among the midst thereof, and I will slay all the princes thereof with him, saith the Lord. And I don't like how they keep saying Lord when Yahweh, God as a noun and verb, is what is being mentioned here. And verse number, the 2552nd verse is 22:25. And these two aren't, it's not the number value, it's the placement. Ennalavina Gavaruaya Sundunan Sabilalai wal Masjid al Haram Alladhi Ja'alnahu Linnas Sawa'un Kefu fiha wal bademayu ridden fiha bi'ilhad برغم نذقه من عذاب أليم. And we need to regard people in terms of whether they're the city dweller, the dweller afar, the person who wanders. They need to be regarded in life. And we got to look at whatever people's status is. If they're preventing people from going to a house of worship, we got to look at that, whether it's by curfews or whatever. 2552s. Fala tutel kafirina wajaheduhum bejihadan kabira. And the covering of what is right, the covering of awareness, the covering of right belief, the ungratefulness. This is something to struggle against. Now let's not take this out of context and say, oh, we're supposed to, jihad means struggle, and the internal struggle. The struggle by word is obviously the main way to deal with this. There are some behaviors that are, violence and such, and that has to be dealt with in a different way than mere beliefs. But, so here's some phrases that I have put the number value upon. Earth was without undercover skank versus honest skank. It is because of my abandoned. Oh, it was because it has abandoned me and made this place. Oh, I'm sorry here. Something able. This place. They are something able. Okay, I'm sorry, I messed that one up. So since I messed something up, let me look at some phrases that amount to 2,552. You have tetartos keraton, fourth horn. Shuk ar urut, shuk ar urut, and that's hollow, hollow and hollow, hallowed, hollow and hollowed, yeah. Ek ausa krabaton, have bed, trap em thas param uth u men oi, bring comfort, paris thenta bedel usamenas, forgive abhorrence, neus santas teknite, beckon the craftsman, umal og hasen plation, I mean, umal og hasen plation, Confession Street, sunis tanine nahute, commend fasting, ek rupsan am pelonos, hide the vineyard, epanas ta sonte, katak kau thasate, arise to burn. So let's return to some phrases here. Two unknown deities, abandoned me and made this place unrecognized. Oh, unrecognizable. Okay, that's good. I went to look at this again. Lobster had enough and walked inland. His Scorpio she is a very sensitive girl. Your throne is any chair you sit in. Oh, probably don't hang out in the bathroom too much. Oh, his Scorpio is rising is the phrase. Towards a new urban agenda. The eighth wonder of the world. That which is revealed in numbers. We can use all the help we can get. There is nowhere to turn except lies. The hatred of evil is part of the love of good. See, I try to put positive and negative things in here to show you it's not all, whatever symbolism you can have is not all positive, it's not all negative. You can figure out all sorts of messages. Even stuff I haven't mentioned in these. You will never be alone. Unusually heavy rainfalls. I wish I could stop getting that thought. What is the purpose of normality. Normality models of psychology are, I don't really espouse to morality or health by terms of what's merely normal. He washed away sins. Well, maybe your own. Jesus spoke all these things to the crowds in parables. He did not tell them anything without parables. So was fulfilled what was spoken through the prophets. I will open my mouth in parables. This is from Matthew 13:34 through 35. It's not complete 34 through 35. It's missing some words, but in order to form the number that we're looking at, kind of makes him confused. Why can't he speak clearly? But, well, if he spoke clearly, we might not think that he's God. Because, wait, he never said it, so it has to mean something else. The Hindus did the same thing, is that a bunch of areas that you had such and such figure that never claimed he was God, there was also always some hidden secret message that proved it. And over time, that's how it became interpreted. No gender wars. Stop it. There's prejudice against all sorts of people, but let's not make a war of the sexes. There's no race wars. Yeah, same thing. And who's talking about race anyways? Color is not race. You can talk about 19 races, or if you want to be Darwinian, you can talk about 54, which isn't scientifically as reliable as that sort of thing. You can talk about the 36 genomes of the Australians, the one of the, and what, 6 African and like 4 others, or is it 5 others? So you can look at systems like that, but let's not make it about prejudice. Let's not make it about your mere birth category is going to do that sort of thing. Reborn on January 11th. New chapter, new day. The brain is an electrochemical machine that processed through binary code. All the planets are moving direct. There's retrograde motion is just a perception, but it's interesting to see that some flowers and stuff follow the patterns of the motions as such, both in their shape and in their growth, or in their growth. All the planets are moving direct. Okay, meaning no planet is retrograde. Oh, maybe that's the same phrase, yeah. What is the purpose of 49? 7 times 7, very important symbolic number. Guambanda also favors that number. Magnificent. Man. The distressed, are they a mysterious, magnificent man, the distressed brother is war they? Oh, the distressed brother is worthy. And I had planned to do another Freemason anti-conspiracy thing because of Albert Pike, and he was more concerned about worthiness of mind and moral character than he was about what a lot of people in his time are concerned about, and he was willing to consider people worthy upon their merits of mind, body, and soul. But what message do you have from numbers and symbols? I'm not going to call my videos angel number videos because I don't believe that finding patterns and numbers and stuff is messages from the angels. And particularly when it's a physical thing that everybody sees, yeah, you can say that angels and other beings have a role in the physical world that we have, but this is not the same thing. And it is up to you to control the oracle, rather than being controlled by some astrology or numerology or some other symbol.